Again, Martin Foster from AM Sports, hanging out on the field at the Polynesian Bowl. Joining me right now is Hawaii 5 News, from Hawaii 5 News, Ian Scheuring. How's it going, Ian?
It's going really well, man. It's a beautiful night for football. It stopped raining on us, so we're all pretty thankful for that. But it's a great game. Some of the caliber of these athletes that are on the field tonight, man, is incredible.
So offline, we were talking earlier, and you played a little bit of college football, and obviously you're a local guy. You played high school football here. Are you just amazed at some of the athleticism of these big kids?
Yeah, no question. I mean, even when I was in high school, I'm about 6'7". I weighed about 315 in high school, and 315-pound me doesn't want to block AJ Epinesa or Austin Fauli or any of the other guys on this team, man. Even when I got to college and bumped up a couple of pounds, I want nothing to do with some of the guys on, especially the defensive linemen on Team Stanley here. So no question that, these guys bigger, faster, stronger, even than they were 10 years ago when I was in school.
As I mentioned earlier, like you're a local guy. You played high school football here. What does this game mean to the community?
It means everything. It's great that as some of the mainland players have dropped out, they've gotten to bring some more of the local kids in. The original agreement with the Polynesian Football Hall of Fame was that all 22 of the players who made first team All-State were going to get invitations regardless. And then I think they were trying to bump the number up to 40 local players. Obviously the more local players you have, the bigger the crowd gets, because you can't have 30 people turn out, to fly here. But it's no secret that football means everything. We had more people here in this stadium for the state football championship games than we had for some of the University of Hawaii football games. So football means everything here. Prep football means everything to this community. So to have a turnout like this and hopefully build some momentum for this game is terrific.
So one of the players in this game that was invited here is Ryan Kelly. He's an Arizona State commit. You played at Arizona State. Have you talked to him at all?
Not at all. No, not yet. I was actually in Tempe at Arizona State earlier this week. I went to the Dallas Cowboys game last week, and then on Monday and Tuesday was over in Tempe hanging out with some of my old roommates. So late arrival for me coming back to cover this game. I only got to go to a couple practices, but hopefully at some point we'll get to chop it up a little on the sideline here and give him some tips about where to hit when he gets into Tempe there.
Cool. One last question is, so throughout the game, some of these players, they're making their announcements on where they're going to go to school. How exciting is that for you just to be a part of that process, and you're finding out live just as they're announcing it?
It's incredible. I mean, some of these kids, one of the kids that we're going to do here in the fourth quarter coming up, Isaac Slade Matautia from St. Louis High School. One of the schools in his top three is Nebraska, and they've been recruiting him since he was in 8th grade.
Wow.
So for these kids, I mean, it's literally been, for some of them, a 4, 5, 6 year process as they develop as athletes and as young men and, explore their college choices. So to be on hand for, the penultimate and then the ultimate moment for these guys in that decision-making process is incredible. It's so much fun for me as a broadcaster.
One bonus question. What are my chances of getting a scholarship?
If you borrowed 4 inches of height from me, we'd probably both be about 6'2", and then you'd probably be all set.
All right, so my high school football dreams are pretty much, or college football dreams are nil, but my broadcasting dreams, that continues to grow. He's Ian Scheuring from Hawaii News Now. I'm Martin Foster from AM Sports. Thanks for watching.